I'm going to give you my favourite drill because back when I was coaching juniors, sometimes I'd turn up and we'd be in a tin shed, freezing cold here down in Melbourne, and I'd have 5 players. So what do you do with 5 players? All right, you play 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-2, 2-on-1. Because that's all, I know that's all you got sometimes, depending on where you're from. So my favourite drill is 3-on-2 into 2-on-1. And, you know, you do that with 5 players, 7 players, 9 players, 12 players. But a lot of the times I know sometimes you're limited with numbers. So I'll just break down the 2-on-1, the 3-on-2, and then we'll see how that goes. So, you know, that's a very important part of the game, especially in junior basketball, senior basketball. The goal should be to score and score quickly. It's the easiest thing to do if you can move the ball, but you've got to know what to do. 2-on-1, 3-on-2. So, and then I'm going to combine that. The second thing I'm going to talk about tonight, which I'm going to do is what I think some of you might be already aware, is 1-on-1 defence in the backcourt. Now, depending on your ability or the player's ability, that should vary on how you should play. So if you've got a player like Paddy Mills, and we've got quick guards, which I can see we've got here, we can play pressure 1-on-1 defence. If we have taller guards, which aren't as quick, all right, then we have to play a containment type 1-on-1. So I'm just going to talk about coaching different players, because you can't expect players to do the same thing if they're not equipped to do it. So you have to make an adjustment as a coach. We've got to put players, our job is to put players in positions to succeed, not fail. A lot of the times if they're failing, that's our fault as coaches, not their fault, all right? So our job realistically is to try and get the best out of people, and the best way to do that is to put them in areas or positions that they can succeed. So I'm going to talk about 1-on-1 defence in the backcourt. I'm not going to get into pointing this toe this way and pointing that toe that way. I expect you already know that, NITP players. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm just going to walk through, and I've got Laurie Chiswick, assistant coach to the Opals, helping me out. If we don't mind giving Laurie a round of applause. So what I want to do, girls, let's just get 1 defender, all right? And let's get 2 people out here on offense. So I'll just break it down half court before we go. So 1 defender, and let's get a player with the ball in the middle of the floor. All right, let's get, well, you get to the side. All right, so if we're fast breaking and we're in a 2-on-1 situation, obviously everybody's behind us. And I heard Andre talking about getting back. You certainly want to cover the basket. And in junior basketball, you get this more than what you do in senior basketball. But even in senior basketball, you get it. Players have got to know what to do. And one of the things I actually teach is obviously the first thing you got to do as a point guard, probably back here, as you catch the ball, is turn your head and look around. So you know what's behind you and you know what's in front of you. All right, so and that's the vision of a point guard. They turn their head, okay, and now you can see it's 2-on-1. Huge advantage now. All right, and what we want to try and do is get the ball to the middle of the floor in case that third player comes in. But because I've asked her to look around, there's only 1 defender and there's no third player, so now we're going to take advantage of the 2-on-1. So as we come through the middle of the floor, you're nice and wide. As we get to this point, we've got to try and get this defender to react. Now, if she gets in front of her, you can just throw the ball early. All right, throw the ball early, score. But usually the defenders are smarter than that. They're going to drop below, all right, and they're going to play 2. So what we've got to do now is get her to react. So the best way to do that is to change direction now, and we talk about taking the ball through the elbow to get her to move. All right, so let's just do this slow. With your right hand, just shift. Just shift as she shifts. Bring it back, bring it back. So what I want you to do is shift early. So a lot of times as this player moves, usually this player will jump, and I call it early help, early pass. Take the dribble, early help, early pass, right now. As soon as she jumps, you throw the ball. She can't get back. A lot of times, if we dribble too close, then she's going to stifle it, all right, and maybe get a deflection. So make the pass without pressure. All right, so early help, early pass. Now, if she wants to play smart, as you bring it down, bring it through the elbow, and she's dropping back, you keep coming. Now, sitting about the middle here. Now, you've got two things you can do. You can shoot the jumper, but we really want a layup, 2-on-1. And now she's on the split line. You're attacking her to the rim. All right? Come to it. All right? Now, if it's late help, late pass. So you've got the drop-off pass right there. Early help, early pass. Late help, late pass. If there's no help, you're going right at her body. All right? If she doesn't get across, you're going to try and get a three-point play. So you're going right at her to the rim. All right? Now, you can still even drop it off here. You can feel on top of your little bounce pass. So let's just have a look at that. They're the things we want to do. Early help, early pass. Late help, late pass. All right? Back court, we get the ball to the middle. You see it's 2-on-1. We bring it through the elbow to get the defender to react. All right? Let's get two players ready to go behind her with the ball. And another defender, another two players ready to go, and a defender will rotate. All right? And whoever scores goes on defense, all right, in the defensive line. Let's go. 2-on-1. Good. All right, I'll bring in a little rule, no more than 2 passes to score. You have this advantage. Why are we only making it 2 passes, coaches? The rest of the defense will get back. So you have to make those decisions and make good passes. Let's go. 2-on-1. Get ahead of the basketball. All right, good. Now look to lay it up. If you can lay it up on the first pass, lay it up. Good, that's perfect. Perfect, beautiful. Keep going. Late help, late pass. So we had early help, early pass, late help, late pass. 2 good examples there. Good, good. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to stop it at that. Once I see them do it right, that's really good, ladies. Okay, now let's break it down to 3-on-2. All right, let's get a third person over here. And normally, they're already stepping into a tandem situation. When you're outnumbered, that's what you should do. If it's 1 out, 1 back, all right, defensively. Now, what we're trying to do again, if you were the point guard, again, is when you get the ball, just, everyone thinks all these point guards are great, but you look early. You should be able to handle the ball and look around, see what's coming behind you so no one's, and now you've got the advantage of 3-on-2. All right, let's look at how we're going to score. Let's say you 2 girls stayed wide. Just stay wide. Just do what you're not supposed to do. All right? Because that happens sometimes. All right? So dribble the ball. Stay wide. Stay wide. Stay wide. Go to the basket. All right? Go to the basket. Bring it back. All right? Now you pick up her. You don't close the middle. All right? Throw it. Drive it. Drive it. Throw it. In this situation, we'll want you to cut. All right? If she stays wide, you just cut for the layup. All right? That's really poor defense, but we know that happens. All right? At all levels sometimes. So we don't want them to overthink. We keep it simple. Just make the right decision. No one comes. You go into the rim. They stay spread. You pass and cut. Now, normally they're taught to sit one back, one front. And sometimes they say, coaches will say, first pass taken by the top or the back. Majority of the time, just bring it down because you want to engage her. All right? And a lot of times on this pass, the person at the back takes the first pass usually. All right, what we're looking at is pinpoint passing. 1, stay there. 1, where are you going? No, stay there on defense. 1, 2, layup. That's what we throw it to her. That's the ideal fast break in 3-on-2. 1 pass, 2 pass, layup. Or, you know, if this person's closing out on you poorly, you take her off the dribble straight away. All right, bring it back. So let's just do that, all right? Just engage those 2 players. Let's go. 1 pass, 2 pass, layup. Let's go. All right, now, what I tell players to do is to not settle for the jump shot. You want a layup. You want to get to the rim and make sure it's 2 points off the backboard. The percentages drop as you start just trying to shoot at the rim. All right, so the goal is to get a layup when you've got an advantage. Then you settle for the jump shot. All right? Now, let's say you drop back. Make the pass. And a lot of times now, she's got the ball and you'll play 2. All right? What's the easiest pass to make now? So take 1 step toward her, not too fast so she can cut. You still got a long closeout, touch distance on the ball. Because I've been telling her to shoot it. All right, now throw it to her. All right, now you've got 2 options. You've got the shot or the quick drive and dump right there. All right, drive at her. And don't over dribble. So we've got to learn to be able to pass left hand and right hand. All right, so it's 1 pass, drive and attract her and pass, or bring it back. This is what will happen. All right, come back. Make the pass. All right, drop. 1 pass. 2 engage. You're going back. 3 pass layup. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass layup. No more than 3 passes. For the same reason we just spoke about with the 2-on-1. When you get the 3-on-2, no more than 3 passes. And we only give them 1 shot. So we want them to be able to be efficient. Don't give them a second shot. All right? And then they'll make sure they're making pinpoint passes. So let's just go through that scenario again. Now, if nobody, let's make 1 more pass. Let's look at another scenario. Drop back. Throw it. Now, if she hops right back, go right back, take a dribble and shoot. Or if it's your range, just shoot it and crash the boards. All right? But we are trying to get a lap. But if no one's guarding you, just shoot it. All right? Let's play 3-on-2 now, half court. Again, if you've only got 5 players, you can do this. If you've only got 5 players at practice, let's go. Lay it up. Good job. Good job. All right, swap it over. 3-on-2. Half court. I'm pretending I've only got 5 or 7 players at practice. Let's go. All right, make the easy pass. Pass the ball to the player that is completely open. Pass the ball to the player that is open. Good. Got to get it up. You only allowed 3 passes. No score. You get 3 passes, that's it. So look to score when you're open. Good. Lay it up. Good job. Good job. Talk. Nice. 1 pass. Score. Good job. If you can get it done in 1 pass, that's great. Good. Good stuff. Lay it up off the first pass. Good job. If you can lay it up off the first pass, great. Get ahead of the ball. Beautiful. All right, let's finish on that. All right, now let's put the 3-on-2, 2-on-1 drill together. Okay, let's get 1 person on defense back there. Or 2-on-1, we're going to go 2-on-1 into 3-on-2. Sorry, my bad. All right, let's get 2 people going that way. You're going on offense that way. All right, 2 people on defense here. You step off, step off. All right, so we're going to go 2-on-1 here. No. Who's your partner? Who's your partner? You 2 going to go together? All right, okay, we'll get on the wing. So we're going to attack 2-on-1 here. Now, on the way back, you're going to go 3-on-2. All right, against this. Now, when you go that way, you're on offense. All right? Whoever shoots the ball, whoever shoots it out of you 3 is sprinting back on defense. Or whoever throws it away. All right? If you turn it over, you're back on defense. So if you shoot it, you're on defense. If you throw it away, you're on defense. So you're going to be 2-on-1 against that player, all right, on the way back. Okay? So you 3, then after the 2-on-1 are going 3-on-2 back here. So now we're putting both together. We only got a few players at practice. Let's go. Let's have a look at it. All right, that's it. Put it in, then come back the other way. 3-on-2. Let's go. Get the ball in the middle. Go. 2 on 1. You're out. Come back again. 3 on 2. 3 on 2. 3 on 2. No. All right, hold it there. Now, when you know you've got an advantage as a point guard, all right, bring the ball back. All right, who's on defense? All right, come beside her. All right, if you get the opportunity, right now, if you keep going, what is it? 2 on 2. So turn your head. Okay, you know you've got the offensive player coming. Now you've got to sprint and get ahead of the ball so we can get that advantage. And sometimes you might push the ball up and then the offensive player look around, change pace for a second, change the pace till you get the advantage and then go. All right, they're the decisions point guards make. We want you to get ahead of the ball. We want to try and get an advantage all the time on the offensive end, whether it be 2 on 1, 3 on 2, 4 on 3, 5 on 5. So when you're coming back this way, whoever you throw it to bring the ball up, you've got to sprint ahead and you've got to sprint wide. Now, again, girls, I'm not involving you because one of the questions I ask, a lot of these coaches don't have 10 players at practice. So they can go through their offense, 5. If they've got 5, they can go through it. They can play 1 on 1, they can play 2 on 1 and 3 on 2, and then you can combine it, and it's a good conditioning drill as well. All right? I know everybody doesn't have 10 players. And if right now we've got 10, obviously you can involve them more. All right? You could involve everybody. But I'm talking to the coaches that don't have 10 players here. All right? Let's go. Let's play. Let's go. 2 on 1 on the way back. Let's go. 2 on 1 on the way back. Who shot it? Who's back on D? Good. 3 on 2. Get ahead of the ball. Who shot it? Get back on defense. 2 on 1. You only get 1 shot. 2 on 1. Just keep that group in. 3 on 2. Get the ball in the middle. Get ahead. Turnover. Go. 2 on 1. You hold it. Hold it. 5. You turn it over. Sprint. Play. Go. Beat up. It's always hard to get back if you turn the ball over. All right, hold it there, hold it there. Look around, you were 2 on 2. Let that third player get ahead so you got the advantage. All right? Point guards are supposed to be extensions of the coach. That means we want you to make great decisions like we make great decisions apparently. Make us look good. All right, so you need to create that advantage. You've got 2, you look around, you see you've got a third teammate, let her get ahead of you. Just slow it up a notch, and now they have to play 3 against 2. I want to see who can identify that. All right, go, ready? Who's on D here? 2 on 1. All right, 2 up, 3 on 2 on the way back. Good. Now what do? Slow it up, slow it up. Right, go, go, attack. Good, good. All right, okay. Now, it's pretty good, except some of our passes, girls, I'm open, I want the ball here. I don't want to catch it here. You know, you can run any offense you like. You can run any offense you like. If players can't pass and catch, you won't be able to score. All right, you can be a genius and have the best plays. If players can't pass and catch on the money, it won't look good. All right, and that's what Paul, all the coaches before me, I got no doubt of talking about fundamentals. All right, so 2 on 1, 3 on 2, that's how you go with it. You know, I could go now, I know most of you know 3 on 2. When you've got 10 players or 12 players, you can bring the defense through the middle. But that was something for the coaches that have only got 5 players like I used to have 5, 7 players. All right, and you still want to try and get a workout. All right, let's talk about one-on-one defense in the backcourt. Who's the best guards here? We got any good ones? Put your hand up. What about confidence, ladies? All right. Okay, so we've got two quick guards here. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to pretend, see this, I guess there's a line going down the sideline here on the edge of the key, right? There's a sideline, and we're going to pretend this line's going all the way down. We're not going to let you go past this line. Right, so bring it over here on what I call the alleyway. All right, so I'm going to pretend you got Patrick Mills. New Zealand coach is gone. I've got Tessa Lavey. All right, on the ball. All right, when I have a player that has the ability to pressure the basketball, I use it. Okay, because the best, and I think Dre went through D-trans, right? Your defensive transition is at your best if you can slow the ball up. Right, everybody gets back. And it's key. It doesn't mean we're all going to have all these little players, but let me tell you, I was one of those little players. If you're not quick and you can't defend, you're probably not going to make it. All right? So if you're small, you better be quick. You better be able to defend. And the next best thing is you better be able to drive the basketball. That's it, all right? Because let me tell you, a lot of Europeans are this much taller than you with the same speed. All right? So, but when we've got this Patty Mills unbelievable quickness, you've got to use it. All right? If you tell Patty just to run back, that's, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't want Patrick Mills all over me, right? Trying to bring the ball up. So I'm sure you might see some of that. So, but what do? So, you know, you try to put the fear of God into the point guard that's got the ball, if you can. And you can sense it as a player. I say you smell blood, all right? And when you do, you even extend the pressure even more. So, but there's fundamentals involved. So put the ball in your left hand. All right. Now, a lot of times coaches tell them to shade the ball. When we international basketball, you do that, they're by you. And if I'm coaching against you, I'm telling them just go at that outside shoulder and make a play. Don't run offense. Just everybody get out the damn way because she's already beat or he's already beat. All right? But if we've got a player here that has the ability to be able to turn people, then I want her head on the ball. So give me a stance, defensive stance. All right, good. All right, now let's shade it to the sideline. Shade it. All right, stop. All right, now I want you to keep your head on the ball and I want you to keep your inside hand on the ball. Just dribble slow and your outside hand, what we call in the passing lane, in case she wants to throw it. All right, now I'm saying that you're quicker than her. So that's why I want you to play that way. All right, and now she crosses it over, you switch hands. So you're here, and she crosses it over. Maybe you take a piece of it. Now you switch hands, and you drop this step, or I call it a swing step, and now you slide and keep your head on the ball. Because she's quick enough to keep her head on the ball. Inside hand and head on the ball. And now you cut her off to the alleyway, and you cross it over again. Now, while she's doing that, everybody else is getting back. That's all we want her to do, if she has the ability to do that. Now, let's give me one of the taller girls out here that's not as quick on the ball. You're a centre, right? Give me at least a 2 or 3 guard. I'm not going to have my centre guarding the ball. All right? But in some situations, we have our 2s and 3s trying to guard. Now, maybe she is a little quicker than you. Would that be dangerous for you to do that? Get too tight on her? Yeah, so just gap her, all right? Dribble it, and just keep her in front of you. All right? That's playing with intelligence. You're coaching with intelligence. Like I coached Darnell Mee, 6'5", the best guard I ever coached. The best guard I ever coached. All right? And he said to me, Chock, I can't do that stuff privately. I go, you know what, you can't, so let's just keep you in front. As soon as you cross half court, then you corral these small guards and get deflections and steals. So don't ask players to fail. Don't put them in positions to fail. So you get these 6'4", 6'5" guards. We try and ask them to get up on the small guards. They get blown by, and then we're saying, so you have to adjust, right, on what you've got. You've got the small guard, get them all over it. You've got the long guard that's not as quick. You know, they come in handy as you cross half court, then you're in containment, right, for deflections off the ball. Because that long guard might be your best point guard. Some of those guards, 6'4", are way smarter than the 5'11" guards. Sometimes you throw them into the 2 spot. All right? But what attributes do they have? So come back. All right, let's go same size players. Now I want us to zigzag up and down the floor. All I want you to do is make crossovers. Let's get everybody the same quickness with the ball. Laurie's going to talk to you on the way back. And all I want you to do is work on your slides, inside hand on the ball, swing step, all the way up. And then walk across the other side and come back, swap over. Ready to go? We'll get everybody moving on this one. Head on the ball. Zigzag, dribbling the ball up the floor. Good, good. Keep your head on the ball. That's really good. As soon as she hits halfway, go. Inside hand on the ball. Good. Inside hand on the ball. Crossover. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody do that once. Inside hand on the ball. Stay down. Stance. Don't stand up. Stay down. Good. Good. Inside hand on the ball. Slide, slide. Inside hand on the ball. Don't steal it. I just want you to keep your ball hands there. Head on the ball, head on the ball. Keep your head on the ball. All right, so one-on-one defense in the backcourt. Now, a couple of things. We just went through what we do on the ball. Anytime you lose sight of the ball. So if someone puts the ball behind their back or someone spins on you, all right, this defender here, if you lose sight of the ball, you've got to hop back and then slide. Swing, step, and slide. Because if you just slide and they spin, they're going to get their shoulders past you. And if the coach has been aggressive in telling them to attack, you're not going to catch them. All right? Or if you jump and they put the ball behind their back, they're going by you. All right? So the best way to defend that, anytime I'm sliding, I lose sight of the ball, I hop back. It's better to keep them in front of you than rather let them get to your body. So what I want you to do, I want you to have some fun with the ball now. All right? And I want you to put behind your back. All right, spin. So that we work on keeping the ball in front of us. And let's get through this a bit quicker. Let's go. Put it behind your back. Spin. Get up tighter though. You've got to be touch distance. And when she puts it behind her back, you hop back. Touch distance. Hop back when she spins or puts it behind her back. Touch distance. Drop back. Hop back. Hop back. Good, good. That's good. Touch distance, hop back. Head on the ball, get down low. All right. Okay, now when the player's that quick, when the player's super quick, well, actually I'll get you two going together. All right? Now let's say you get her to the sideline and she hits you. She hits you. A lot of times players stand up, then she's going to spin on you and get around. You've got to stay down, and on the hit, you hold the hit and then you've got to hop back as well. All right? I can tell you, I was with Gorge and the Boomers for 7 years, and now I'm coaching the girls, right? The officials, when you play international basketball, they don't let you cut people off and chest We let people do that in Australia. Guess what happens? 2 fouls in 2 minutes. And we're not teaching players to move their feet. It's a pet hate of mine. All right? Because then we take these players away and everybody tells us how great they are, but they can't play that way in international basketball, so therefore they can't defend. All right? So you do this, and if you do this, boop, 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 foul. So the only way we can be great defenders internationally is to make sure that players can move their feet and keep their distance and still pressure the basketball. It is a different game in some respects, and it comes back to sometimes how we're officiating. All right? So I've been saying that for 15 years now. So's Gorge, all right? And hopefully the referees get this video and hopefully they one day make some changes. All right, so now, all right, we're bringing the ball up the floor. Okay, we're pressuring it. Now we don't want to be turning people, even Patty Mills. Let's take the ball to halfway. Even though I've got this pressure guard, you don't want to overplay once you cross halfway. All right? You're in serious danger. So we're looking at putting this pressure up the floor, and now I heard Dre talk to you. Now you can shade the ball to the sideline. If you're not as quick as that guard there, yes, shade the ball to the sideline. But if you've got a jewel, Patty Mill is a jewel. Let him loose. All right? And I've got a jewel as well. If you've got more than one, then you're very lucky. All right? Because this thing helps your defensive transition. So now we go with the drill where we pressure it, we turn it, you put it behind your back, we get the girls hopping back. But once you're here now, I just want you to contain. It's just safe. You've slowed it up, everybody's there. But now we'll really work on our one-on-one skills. Now I'll let you try and score. So your goal is to just try and keep it to the sideline though and make a score to the side of the backboard. All right? And the other thing is, if she gets here, right, don't let her go by you here. Keep riding her, right, until she goes to the other side of the backboard. Just because if she gets her shoulders past here, don't stop. So let's go back there. Let's play one-on-one. And as you cross halfway, then you can try and score. So you've got to go from pressure defense. Hold it. What's your name? Claudia. Pressure defense to containment defense. Let's go. Now contain. Good. That's really good defense. Good job. Next two. Give me two more. Oh, let's go, Biggs. Let's see what you got. Let's go. Hop back on the spins. Keep her in front of you. Good. Crosses halfway, contain. All right, I forgot to mention, you can't come past the halfway line. Don't come past, you've got to stay inside the halfway line. That's pretty good. Let's go. She puts it behind her back, hop back. If she puts it in front of you, try and take it. Now, contain. Good job. All right, hold it there. So when you get half court, you're just trying to keep it in front of you. All right, that's really good for conditioning. And again, have your bigs do that. I love the way the Europeans play. I have for a long time, once you get to experience international basketball. And the reason is because all their players can usually dribble, shoot and pass, and they let them handle the ball. All right, so what we've got to be careful of is that we don't let we want our bigs to learn how to pressure the ball if they can. We want our bigs to learn how to dribble the ball and pass. All right, because if you've got I'll tell you now, if I've got a 5'11" guard and a 6'3" guard, and they have the same quickness, I'm taking the 6'3" guard. All right, so that's why if you're small, you've got to be great at something. Because a lot of times the Europeans have got these 6'3s, and you've seen it with a lot of the USA guys. Look at LeBron James. 6'8", 6'9" can do everything. So, size is an advantage if you've got the quickness. But if you're not, then you have to use what you've got to your advantage. And I can tell you this, if you're a small guard, you have to be quick to make it at the very, very highest level. all right? You look at Daly, everybody said he was too slow, and he was, right? He wasn't that quick. But he goes and gets an athletic coach to make his feet quicker, all right? He's got the intellect, but he went and developed his quickness, his lateral quickness, through individual development with athletic coaches. So you can get better, all right? Now, I've got a guy down here in Melbourne, Bowden Babachek, just all about trying to improve the girls' lateral quickness, which not only makes them great defensively, it makes them great offensively. So I know that's simple stuff, but sometimes we make this game too complicated. All right, and I know Dre came in and talked about defensive transition. The best defensive transition you can have is if you can slow the ball up. If you don't have those players, obviously then you have to get back and be strategical. All right, but if you have that player who can do that, God, it helps you. All right, any questions? All right, thanks for staying awake. Thank you, ladies.